my scrappy friends, welcome to the Crafty Maven Getaway. This is Hannah with you today, and I am going to be making or doing an Art Party Friday layout. So that is a layout that has some mixed media on it. Today my layout is actually not going to have that much mixed media on it. So right now you see some paint on a layout, and I purposely did not show this to you because I will not keep it. Those colors were inspired by the mood board. The brown was not quite the brown that was in the mood board, but I really liked how those balls of yarn, or yeah, it was a ball of yarn. They're not quite balls, but and how it came down with the blanket. So I kind of wanted to do almost a Wilna inspired like drippy effect with my paint, and I just didn't like it. But so right now so I really didn't like the brown, which was the first reason why I kind of started out this way. And I am trying to kind of cover it up. I really wanted to go with an easy go-to design that I like to use, which is strips of paper cut in different sizes. I thought that that would be fun with the mixed media. And I did outline some of my papers just because I thought that it would give a nice, fun look to it. And so I get to here, and I'm still not sure how I feel about it, but I'm going with the flow, which is how it works when you're scrapbooking, right? So sometimes you spend some time doing something. Though this layout didn't take, I mean, it took me a while, but a lot of it was just because I had worked on that first part of mixed media. So here now you're seeing I don't like it, so I'm going to redo it. I took everything off, and I'm just adding, I used some pink, and then I added some white to it because I really wanted to kind of lighten it down a little bit to be closer to that lighter pink that is on in that the board that I made. And these patterns and the colors were inspired by the colors that were in there. I just didn't add any red because I really, well, especially because I was using a brown, but it kind of ends up being more of like a natural grain. And I like that it's inspired by, but it doesn't look exactly like it. And I think that that makes it fun when you're looking at an inspiration piece. So now that I have everything down, I realize definitely it needs to have a border, and I'm going to use my pen just to outline it. I like how this looks. It's messy. I am not a very good outliner, but that's okay because that's, I think, the funness of it. And so now I'm going to kind of work with my photo and pieces, and I knew I wanted to use that happy, and I knew that I wanted to use the brave. And that a lot of these papers that I use were actually from the Crate Paper Wonder Collection, which I still have a few bits and pieces of. And I thought that I could use maybe some of that blue to bring in a little bit more blue from the mood board, but that just color wasn't right. And that's from Ellie Studios. It just wasn't working. So I'm just going to kind of play around a little bit of what I want to add. Though I do add a little bit of the pieces from that sticker sheet. And then I found that Our Story from Maggie Holmes, that was from Open Book. And I really like the way that that looks. So, and I'm just kind of layering some stuff. I really like this like kind of messy layered look, but with all these edges sticking out. And those tags are from, I think they're from Caitlin Schaefer's website. She has a lot of she has label tag printables that are free, and they're all in different colors. So like you could put them, I know Alicia, she'll put them in Photoshop and she'll actually add her journaling right to them. I didn't do that, but you could. And so I'm just kind of playing around a little bit. I really want to use this wood veneer piece, and that is from, I think, the Shine collection, the Maggie Holmes Shine wood piece, but I'm just not sure. And then I add this chipboard piece from that says Be Brave, and I know that Brave is on there like a whole bunch of times, but I really want to emphasize that because this photo is a picture of my daughter last week when she had her port out. If many of you, I don't know if many of you know, but that's my daughter Leilani, and a few years ago she was diagnosed with leukemia, and she is now cancer free and has been off of chemo for about 6 months. And so now the next step is to get her port taken out. So it's a very happy time, but still a little nerve-wracking because she has to go through a minor surgery. It wasn't major. But she was really, really brave, and her dad had a blast just kind of playing while they were waiting because there was quite a bit of a wait that morning. And so they sent me lots of pictures to scrap. And I really wanted to document this story for my album just because it is a big part of our life. She was on chemo for not quite, it was like 2.5 years. So for a while, and so it takes up a lot of your time, obviously. And so here are some splatters. I really wanted to bring in a little bit more of that color, that minty color, since I have a lot of it. And then, oh yeah, and then, so me and my husband were looking at this, and he was like, it would be really fun if you added a picture of her ponies because she had gotten ponies, or well, she picked out ponies, but she was able to pick out a toy that she wanted to get for being very brave because she was really brave. She did so good. So we let her pick something out, and so I took a quick picture of those ponies, and so I'm going to add this to the layout. At this point, I'm thinking I'm going to add it kind of over to the side where it is here, and then I go to put it down, and I'm like, it just kind of sticks out just a little bit, and it's covering it up a little bit more than what I wanted. So I take that cluster down at the bottom off, and then I put the photo there and the cluster on top of the photo, and I really like how that turned out. So here is the finished layout, and even though it doesn't have a lot of mixed media, I still love that you can add just a little bit of paint to a layout and still have some media involved, but it doesn't have to be super crazy every single time to achieve that artsy look. So I hope you guys enjoy this and have a great weekend. I will see you guys later. Bye.